Is that a 6 or a 9?
Hello and welcome to Is That a 6 or a 9, an amateur D&D podcast made by idiots. My name is Matt Court and I'm the DM, and I'm joined by Carl Nicholson.
I am playing Belcephalus.
Alex Sherwood.
Sherman!
Whatever!
God damn it! No new dice for you.
Damn it!
I'm playing Riv.
And Maria Nicholson.
I'm playing Ick Rastley.
And I would just let... The seating arrangement's all messed up, so I got confused doing
Because
the intro.
we're always looking into each other's eyes, and today
Oh,
we're
Sarah
not.
Carl. What a
That's
relief.
not a problem.
Yeah, no,
It's not a bad
We put the
thing.
two neurodivergent people opposite each other so they can both avoid each other's gaze.
We all
Perfect.
go.
I'll just stare at the middle of the table the whole time. It'll be fine.
Stare at the microphone.
I'll just stare out Mrs. Sherwood.
Who?
Don't know.
They will learn your name.
It's
your name
okay, I don't...
Her name is Shaman.
No, it's not.
What?
Sherman.
Fuck! So bad at this!
So close! It's like only by like
a
a
degree
couple
off
of
every
letters.
time. Yeah. God, I'll do this. I did it once.
It's okay.
My best moment so far.
At the end of the year, can we just put a compilation together of all the times we mispronounced her name?
Oh my god.
Oh yes!
Every second.
Every time we pronounce your name wrong. That's great. Cool. That's gonna be our first Patreon content.
It's gonna be like a little music video to like a Benny Hill, and you just being like, Sherwood, Shaman.
Shoving.
Oh, mate. That's brilliant. I'm gonna have to forget that and then use it by accident.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, how are we doing? Been a
Yeah.
little while since we've been together.
Happy New Year
Yeah.
and Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, belated.
Yeah.
Didn't have a good one.
No.
She really half-hearted that.
It was good.
Christmas.
Spent it in bed.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was my brother's 30th birthday, so we played a D&D one-shot all Christmas.
The bugger with being
That
a
sounds
farmer.
so much better than what everyone else was doing.
It was a Die Hard
Spending
special.
time with family.
Nice.
That's
Fucking
sick.
Get him to send us the notes.
Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie.
The bugger with being a farmer is I had to work.
It was D&D DMing for like 9 people though, which was
Sounds like a
rather
challenge.
chaotic. But
Me and Carl had your kid.
Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
not Christmas Day.
And the day before.
I had to deal with him the big day.
Yeah. Deal with love and cherish. It's all the same, innit?
You know.
Kids at Christmas.
Put up with, ignore.
Everyone's like, kids make Christmas. I'm like, they make it expensive.
They make it loud and chaotic, and then it's over. And you're back at work the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Maverick. Maverick's here.
Maverick had his first Christmas.
He did. What did Santa bring you?
He bought him a squeaky broccoli, a dinosaur chew toy, and a box of treats. And some like fake dog chocolate that was like chicken and cranberry that just didn't agree with him. So after giving him a bunch, it was almost instant regret. He's like, don't tell that story, Mum, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Don't tell everyone how I shit. Oh, you're on the table. Oh my god. The dog's on the table. He's sitting on the microphone.
Just move this out of the way.
Yeah, let's keep that flat somewhere.
Do you know what? He's chill though, so let's
Okay,
just
yeah,
roll
we'll
with
just,
it.
as long as he's quiet, it's fine. If he barks that close to the microphone, then it's going to be deafening.
Where were we?
I don't know. It's been so long.
We had a nice Christmas, right? Let's
I
crack on.
meant in terms of the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll get
it
into
cares,
that.
I've
he
got
cares
some-
about real life.
I've actually got some very good notes.
I've lost my notepad with all my notes and I'm really annoyed.
Forrest gone crazy, Pixie Albert, Guy bringing Forrest to life.
Okay.
There was a party in the USA.
Did we kill the pixie?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
okay.
Vaguely
Okay.
remember.
Last time in Pancrietities, you guys were recovering from your celebrations of saving the children of the village of Belato. You went and got your skin off of Phallus the woodsman, hired or convinced a local fisherman to take you upriver to Anens, and just as you guys were preparing to leave, with all the village folk saying goodbye, there was a call from the back of the crowd, and Protagoras was being held at knife point by one of the assassins that escaped in the woods. You guys dealt with the 2 assassins that were left and set off upriver, where you quickly encountered a pixie who was running away from... Well, you'll never know because you killed him instantly.
We don't like
I
pixies.
think
We don't
Riv-
trust them.
Riv wasn't necessarily down with killing the pixie. Ichabod very much. Fuck you,
Glad I
pixie.
want that on the record, actually. Riv did not want to kill the pixie.
Maverick.
This will be important later.
Some of us will get comeuppance.
When Anens is overrun by walking bushes. Yeah, we closed the episode on you guys in a boat on the river, heading up the river Anens towards Anens, and that's where we are now. So, yeah, you guys, we've had a night. You pushed the boat back onto the river, you slept on the bank overnight, set off, and it's actually rather peaceful. This river is the main sort of artery from the capital to the sea. So there are little villages dotted along the way, but there are also just myriad boats. There are some smaller fishing boats like the one you're in, which are from the various villages and stuff that you see. But there's a couple of warships, or sort of military ships, that clearly have soldiers on the decks, and they've got sort of shields along the side. And then you've got big trade ships as well, going back and forth up the river. And you, in your nippy little fishing boat, dart in and out around the bigger ships as you go. So about midday, your navigator, whatever he is, the guy who owns the boat, the sailor, nimbly dodges around one big trade ship, gets sort of more towards the centre of the river, picks up a bit of speed, and as he does so, a smaller boat, similar in size to yours.
Stress. Everyone's making notes and I'm not. I feel like that kid in high school that's realised that they weren't paying attention to what the teachers asked them to do, and you're like poking the person next to you like, oh,
Yeah. So what is osmosis?
Osmosis is how... That's photosynthesis. Osmosis is the potato and the sugar one, right?
I don't know, I didn't pay attention either.
Is that osmosis?
No, osmosis is a spell in Final Fantasy. It drains your enemy's magical power. Your MP.
That's my pen.
Yeah, so that's got to be the potato one, right?
Unless you're talking about the cartoon,
Potato-
Osmosis
It's
Jones.
when you put
Oh, you know what? I saw
It's when you
that.
put a bit of potato and some sugar water and it absorbs the sugar water. That's osmosis.
Is that the film where Osmosis Jones,
He's
where
the white
he's
blood
like a
cell.
pill or
That's my
something?
pen.
He's a white blood cell, and
Then there's like a...
Frasier's brother is the pill.
Yes.
A process by which molecules of a solvent tend to pass through a semi-permeable membrane from a less concentrated solution into a more concentrated one.
Yes,
What
it
are you
is
talking
the
about?
potato and sugar
It's the
water.
potato and
Osmosis.
sugar water. I was right. Hell yeah!
It's
Thank you,
osmosis.
Mrs. Crowley. I remembered. She wasn't
Probably
that-
dead now, so
yeah.
take that, bitch.
Jesus. Keep rolling.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, to attend our high school to understand. And everyone that is listening can't see that Carl went to high-five me and I misconstrued what was happening, so he just cabbaged me.
Yeah, I'm glad. You... I saw it and I wanted to comment, but we were mid.
No, you
Whatever.
fuck! That's my shoe.
Sorry,
Sorry. I mean,
this went off track.
Let me go.
Ponyo's great.
We were talking about osmosis, damn it.
Yeah, potatoes and sugar water. There you
What
have
does
it,
this
kids.
have to do with D&D?
I don't know, but I just helped someone pass their GCSEs. On to the next.
You're
Right.
welcome.
I asked
I'm going
why
to tag us as educational.
I asked what everyone was writing in their notebooks and you started talking to me about osmosis. So this is actually all your fault.
We're just
I'm
making
in charge.
notes on
Luckily,
the world.
I've written osmosis in my notes, so.
Good go.
Osmosis Jones, yeah?
Yep.
It's the first thing I've
Osmosis
written in
Jones.
this notepad.
And then sugar water potatoes.
Sugar water potatoes. Just making sure I'm up to date.
You're going to look at this and be like, why is my shopping list?
Yeah, this
sugar
is the
water?
weirdest fucking shopping list.
What am I
ever.
doing?
Sorry, why has your shopping list got Osmosis Jones on it?
Because you've got to be able to find it on DVD somewhere, right? It's worth it.
CX, track it down.
Yeah. You nimbly dodge around a giant trade boat. Fucking hell.
We're making your life hell as an editor.
This is hard, yeah. Especially, I've just noticed every time one of us clicks the pen, there's a giant spike. Yeah, it's going to be annoying. Anyway,
Don't do it. Put the pen down.
Fuck are you doing?
so quiet and
That
so
was
stealthy.
Really
That
funny.
was a 19 on his sleight of hand. That was amazing.
That was a good sleight of hand. Alex stole Carl's pen and just slid a pencil in its place.
I didn't notice until the pencil was firmly in his grip. That was great.
That was epic.
before have I ever felt like an NPC. And never again. Enjoy this feeling.
Anyway, you dart around a big trade ship. That's how you fist one. So you know, 2 fists, not a fist in a palm. Do you see? Do it again so you can see. There you go. Nice. Anyway, you dart around a big trade ship. And as you do...
I don't like any of you.
Anyway.
Big trade ship.
You dart around nimbly. Fuck, I don't even remember the structure of the sentence now.
You dart around the
You
the
nimbly
trade ship.
dart around a big trade ship. And as you do, and you're in the middle of the river, another little boat kind of coming down river towards you, but then starts to slow down and look sort of wave to the sailor that is sailing your ship, boat, whatever. And it's like clearly beckoning you to come over. And the fisherman kind of like looks around, shrugs. He's like, okay, they want to talk to us.
Is he a friend of yours?
I don't know. I have no idea who that is.
Can I make a perception check on the boat?
Yeah,
Can't we,
make
like-
as well?
Get 2 tin cans and a piece of string and lob one end to the other boat and then ask them what they want.
Now is the time for me to get these
Do you
dice out of their box.
Those materials.
Obviously.
Okay, then yeah, go for it.
Do you have to roll?
Yeah, roll a...
It might not be tin cans, but I definitely will have some sort of string, and I'm sure I can find 2 cup-like objects.
Yeah, make an athletics check to throw 1 cup to the end, to the other guy.
It's looking good. What's athletic? Oh, 19.
Okay.
That's a straight 19.
So you, as you come sort of like abreast of each other,
Where's perception?
as they get level with you, they kind of turn their boat so that they then going in the same direction as you.
Yeah.
And as they come about, you throw this tin can over.
Dirty 20 on perception.
Yeah, you throw this tin can over with a piece of string attached. And there's a brief moment with your, what was it? Dirty 20 on perception?
Yep.
Nice. You see there's a moment of panic and you can see the people on this boat kind of like going for their weapons as this projectile comes at them. And then it lands and they kind of look. I'm going to do an insight check. 12. You see one guy, the guy that was waving to you in the boat. He's wearing like a dark cloak. He's got pulled up over his head. He looks confused for a moment, picks up this tin and looks at it. And with your perception check, you hear him like faintly, what the hell is this?
Just hear my voice going, hello!
Oh! he looks taken aback and he kind of like peers into this cup. And you hear him say, What sorcery is this?
Hello!
Oh!
That scene from The Grinch. You're an idiot!
What?
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot!
That's not very nice.
What do you want?
Who is this?
Your worst nightmare.
Oh my god!
You beckoned us.
Yeah, you were waving at us. What do you want?
He looks like he realises that you're holding he sees that you're holding the tin can to your mouth to talk to him and it sort of dawns on him and he's like, okay. I just wanted to talk. I'm trying to communicate with everybody.
About what?
Oh
My God.
I was just trying to share news.
Who goes there?
I just want to share some news. We've come out of Anens. Everyone's looking for the prince because apparently he's alive. Prince Colonostinides was supposed to have been killed, but he's alive apparently.
Well, should we meet him?
Better keep looking.
I'm on
Then, hey?
theme. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I don't understand what the problem is. He's not dead. Okay. So we're looking for him.
He's like essentially he's sending out the good news. Our prince is
Oh,
still
he's
alive.
saying it's good news. Matt made it, the DM made it sound like the prince is still alive and we've got to do something about it.
It's because he can't act.
Well, I'm not going to obviously give it away that we have the prince.
No, he's like, he's sort of like, can we come closer so that I can talk to you properly? I work for the Pancrietities Intelligence and Secrecy Service.
You're absolutely not coming on this fucking boat.
We're what? We're searching each vessel that comes in under orders of Lord Pancrietities.
Is there a range on my magic?
It depends on the spell. It tells you in each spell what are you planning to do.
Just want to yell stripped down my tin can.
You
gotta
stop.
haven't-
I'm just thinking of your spell slots, okay?
He might be dangerous. He sounds dangerous. We've got to get the prince past him, no? Would we want the
Just
prince to be
talk to
with him?
him.
I don't know.
Actually, this is an individual I would like to speak to.
Fuck's sakes. I hand the can over. Apparently I can't be trusted.
With wrestling with Nick.
Give me the mic! Give me the mic!
I'm just like, think of your spell slots.
They've been through enough, please.
Anyway, you have the mic. The
Yeah.
can.
I look at it and I glance over to the fisherman, the fisherman in control of the boat. Can you take us in?
Oh yeah, easily. It's a simple maneuver. Watch this. And he just glides slightly to the right.
My God, they're listening crazily to the right.
The dude on the boat was like, "Oh, they're trying to escape!" Oh no, they're coming closer.
I'm assuming they know what the prince looks like. Have we made any advancements on like changing his appearance?
No.
Just
my
his
God.
name.
Okay.
As
I
far
know
as
what
I
are you
know-
talking about. I know this looks exactly like the prince, but
I
his
mean-
name is what was it?
Amos.
Amos.
I mean, he's dirtier and his clothes aren't as clean.
That's
and
right. I haven't washed in days.
For,
Unless
like-
you include nearly travelling.
For the common peasant, that's normally enough.
Okay.
His hair's probably grown a bit.
Yeah.
How long have we been on the move?
He's got a full beard.
Too
Isn't
young.
he like 12?
It's too young for a beard boy, right?
Yeah, he's
Or
like
does he
16.
sound that way as an adult?
He's
Got the bum fluff. It's okay.
yeah, he's got like.
He
patchy
calls
fluff.
it his moustache, but it's like 3 hairs on his
Yes.
head.
It's just
And they're
unattractive.
not even near each other. There's like one right on the end, like left corner, and then 2 under his nose.
Okay, don't use me as inspiration. Fucking hell.
Piss agent.
Yes, he is a member of Panathan Intelligence Secrecy Service, or PISS.
I need to write that down.
Does he recognise us as we get closer?
No, he's just kind of stood there on the like sort of 1 foot up on the side of the boat, waiting for you to come closer. You're still moving forward towards Anens, but you sort of lazily come together.
Yeah.
He offers
Here-
a hand over.
Here will do. Here will
Shake.
do.
Hello.
Belcephalus.
You're really funny because no one saw that.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it helps. It's method acting.
We are in
I'm
the
learning
scene.
to act, damn it. I've already been called out.
We're in the scene. It's okay.
My name is Argos.
Hail, Argos. I'm Belcephalus.
Good to meet you. We're on a mission here. We're looking for a known individual.
We were on the same boat. He survived.
Oh, you know who we're looking for, of course.
I'm quite taken aback. I would have imagined that piss agents would have been able to tell who was in charge of a security detail just by looking at him.
I'm sorry, I've never met you before.
Who's
You're
in?
calling a piss agent.
What? That's what I am. I'm a piss agent.
Yeah.
I'm an Asian for the Panathan Intelligence Secrecy Service.
Me and Alex would be so good at that job.
What is the state of the castle?
The city, Anens.
It's piss running
Wow.
everywhere.
There's so much piss.
He turns to the.
Sorry.
He turns to the sailor in his boat, and then back to you. You mind if I come aboard?
There's room.
Just him though.
Like mentioning that as like an out loud question. Like generally, is there room?
Yeah.
We have a giant on our vessel.
He's a half giant.
I'm only 7 foot.
Just worried that the weight is going to overtip our boat. Is all. Please, by all means.
Thank you. And still gripping your arm, he kind of like pulls on it, and you pull him over. You see him gesture to the guy in the other boat to kind of like go away, and he sort of separates. He crosses the boat. It's not a big boat. He kind of sits down next to, sort of opposite the prince, and sort of peers at him. It's like, "My lord, is that you?" Yeah, that's me. Amos, right, Belle?
for the time being.
I stand behind the prince and very dig my nails into his shoulders. That's right, Amos.
Who was your commanding officer?
I work for Cadmos.
Can I make an insight check on that? Would I know who Cadmos is?
I don't think you're au fait with the entire management structure of the intelligence service.
Yeah, aren't you just a soldier?
I was assigned to the security detail, Cadmos.
Can I roll to see if I know him?
For it.
What is it? Insight?
I rolled a
What would you know him?
Insight, history.
Don't know.
You never know.
Don't know if I met him at the pub or something.
It's possible.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Cadmos candy bars?
Oh, no. Different person. Don't worry.
You
Is
it
it-
was like, I
is
don't
it-
believe I've never seen you in my life.
Is it cat as in meow, or
Cad.
is it cad as in like...
K-A-D-M-O-S.
Oh, I spelled it completely wrong.
I don't think it really matters.
Okay. He's not going to be around for a long time then.
He might be. He might be the new prince.
Might
It's me! I'm the new prince. What was his voice? He's had like 6 different voices. Anyway.
I have urgent news for Pancrietities.
Of
And
course you do.
your
The prince is alive! This is crazy.
No, this is Amos.
and this is bigger than
I think
him.
he was just making a statement.
I thought he was saying, if this is alive, he's here in front of me. And I'm like,
Hello,
no,
Amos.
that's Amos. Oh my god. That's so weird.
Rick has just woken up and is like just coming around to the conversation.
I'm so sorry.
Lord Pancrietities has been speaking to as many augurs and
Sorry.
seers as possible.
Augurs.
You
Yes.
know, like fortune tellers and stuff.
Right.
Trying to...
Augurs.
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 How is it
As
that
in
we are the
augury.
only ones who know what that word means?
I have no idea.
Anyway,
I was about to get offended. I was like, actually, we identify as ogres.
You're not.
you're a Goliath.
Look, the water mains have burst, and I've not had enough coffee to cope. Okay.
I'm going to need an audience with Pancrietities and your commander.
Okay. That's fine. Why? Sorry.
Balcephalus pulls out the piece of cured flesh with the tattoo on it.
Oh my god, what is that? What is that?
I recovered
It
this.
vomits over the side of the boat.
Just pat your back like. Oh, get it all out. Oh, get it all out.
Where was that piece of tattoo? It was on his chest.
On
Actually,
his
wasn't
chest.
it? I recovered this tattoo from an individual
Does it have like a
who was claiming to be a officer of
tried
Anens.
newborn? It's like
He wanted to kill the
this
prince.
bit of the chest.
That's
Muscle
got
attached to
stick something rotten in it.
Well,
It
that's-
continues to vomit over the side
That's
of the
why
boat.
he took it to Phallus the woodsman.
to get it cured so that it wouldn't smell and decay.
You were there.
Yeah, I lost my notepad, didn't I?
You'd know it if you'd listened to the goddamn recordings I said. Anyway. Lord Pancrietities has been listening to seeking as many augurs and oracles as possible to try and find out what happened to the prince and where he is, because he believes him to be alive. He is being driven mad in his search for his nephew to bring him home. Word has travelled all around the empire already that King Anens has been killed. The prince was lost in a shipwreck. Pancrietities has enacted control for now, but he's searching for the prince to bring him home.
I'm really sorry, it's gluteanus. Just sets me off.
Whereupon does your loyalties lie? Pancrietities, the realm, or the throne?
The realm, the throne, they're the same thing. The realm and the throne.
The realm and the throne are not the same thing. The individual in question is the throne. Civilians is the realm. Pancrietities is a individual. Whereupon do your loyalties lie?
I mean, I guess the throne.
really sorry to interrupt, but I don't get where your character comes off as like being so fucking know-it-all. You are literally just like a bodyguard, no?
Trying my best to keep my prince alive, and I have information that I personally think is really valuable and yet really sensitive. I can't go around asking everyone about every little thing.
Don't be so alright about it. Take a breath.
Can't go around asking everyone about every little thing that we found out about Pancrietities on our way back to Anens unless I find out where loyalties lie.
But what if he just lies to you?
Oh,
That's why I'm trying to come across as intimidating. Hence the big boy bollock voice.
just push him off the boat and
make
just go
him
to the
strip.
sea. He can't strip when he's drowning.
Duh. Alex has really like come out of herself.
She's finally seen
She's
that.
here.
Slightly less passive.
Okay, I was just like, your character seems to know everything and is really arsey, so I was just curious like where that comes from. But
Because my loyalties
it just seems
lie
like
with...
it just seems like you're being a bit of a jobsworth, like taking on stuff that's nothing to do with you. And I was just curious as to why. But now I understand.
I'm keeping him alive, that's my job.
I'm not that bothered about him, but yeah.
I mean,
I know you're not.
You're being paid to keep him alive as well.
Technically, it's all of our jobs.
Am
All-
I?
I mean, he didn't have permission to actually do that, but he's told you that
I'm
if
just
you
in
I
it
don't.
for
I don't need the money.
give him a ton.
honestly, I'm just here for
We
it,
just
you
want
know?
to kill,
For the
slaughter, and
education.
maim.
I am learning so much.
I just followed
Yeah, real
some people into a
eye-opener.
forest.
Before I met you, I wasn't a captain, and now I am, apparently.
Promoted.
Oh yeah. Right. I'm sorry. You can carry on. I just wanted to. Like, we were both sat here. Like, where does he get
And
off?
I just didn't understand the relevance of the question, but now that you've explained
Yes.
it, that's fine.
Like, there's relevance.
He's the more irate he gets, the higher his voice goes.
Yes!
I swear!
I'm joking!
Oh,
Anyway.
carry on.
Belcephalus also pulls out the parchment that we recovered from one of the assassins that has Pancrietities' signature on it and his seal. That states to get rid of the leftovers. I think it was
Loose ends.
the loose ends.
He sort of looks at the flesh that you're holding out. It's like, what the fuck is that? And then takes the scroll note off you. And you see him read through that, and he looks up sharply. It's like, where did you get this?
Assassins bearing that same mark on the cured's flesh. They were sent to kill us. Hence my question.
Why were they sent to kill you?
I'm his bodyguard. I'm a loose end.
Shit. What is this symbol?
I was hoping your commander would know.
Okay.
And now that you know, we are both going to need to play dumb in front of Pancrietities.
Fair enough. I can lie pretty well. It's kind of a deal. I'll escort you to Anens.
By all means, play coy.
If Amos here is the prince, which is what I'm picking up.
He is.
Yep. If Amos is the prince, then people are gonna know.
We can
Thanks for the consultation, Belle.
Hey,
we can trust a piss agent.
Oh,
that
We
sounds like
bollocks.
absolute.
you can't trust
It's
anyone
silly.
related to those. Sorry.
I'm just gonna write a
Whoa,
notebook.
I've just got some issues with the throne. It's
My
don't worry
notebook
about
says
it.
Carl gave it all away.
Issues with the throne. What did I do?
What, are you the talking throne now? Oh no, you're the prince. I wanna go home!
Honestly, I kind of forgot the.
You are.
Okay, right.
Lord Pancrietities is looking for him, so I guess we can I can probably help you sneak in, or if you want, I can send word ahead that the prince has been found. You guys would be national heroes, I should think.
Send word ahead.
Okay. He gestures for the boat to come back, and it, like the one that he arrived on, and it sort of slows down a bit, drifts towards you. He scrawls something down on a piece of parchment, hands it to one of the other guys on the boat, and then waves him away. The boat takes off, head upriver.
I still have my pound of flesh and my.
Yeah, you've still got all your stuff.
Can I?
Quite literally a pound of flesh.
Can I? Go close to Amos / the prince, and just say,
Are they the same person? Fuck!
I know!
All this time.
Reveal!
And just say, like, really quietly, I know you think we're safe, but just stay close to one of us the whole time.
Okay!
Do not
And he
go.
just puts his arms around your waist.
Aw.
Keep me safe!
I put my cloak.
Sweet. Yeah.
What was the operator's name? Let me make a note of it, sorry.
Argos. The small boat takes off and it's really quick. Like, so much quicker than your boat. It takes off up the
Okay.
river.
Weird flex.
And after about an hour, some bigger sort of warships start coming down the river. And they sort of initially sail past you, but then come about and start following you. And some start turning in the river ahead of you. And then quickly you realise that you've now got a military escort. It seems word has travelled pretty quickly. You start to see more fishing boats coming out to look at this group of naval vessels, and they'll sail in and out, and then you see like boats with like kids and stuff on. They're all coming in, and they're all waving at you guys, and like you start to hear people cheering, and you can see people gathering on the riverbanks as you get closer to Anens. So the river is obviously very wide. The city of Anens occupies both sides of the bank. There's no bridge across it, but there is massive like docks on both banks. And there's fortification walls, like big stone walls that go around. They sort of go slightly into the river. It's kind of like there's a tower sort of just off the bank of the river, and then the wall kind of like goes up the bank and then joins. The wall goes around the city, and then same thing up the other end. You can see on the north bank of the river, which is like the main old bit of the city, where the palace and so on is kind of on a hill. And you can see from where you are the palace, huge. Imagine like the Parthenon.
Okay, yeah.
Big colonnaded building, triangle thing on the top, all brilliantly coloured, and you can see flags waving from the top of that.
Nice.
And then all of the city underneath. But as you approach the city, you can see there's like hundreds of people lining the river, all cheering and waving. You can hear them chanting the prince's name. You know, Colonostinaides, Colonostinaides, yeah, woo!
Take a bow, son, you're home.
Yeah.
So they're all standing on the riverbank shouting colon, and you just told him to take a bow. And my brain was like, take a bow.
Take a bow.
Take a bow.
I'll take a bow, please.
Yeah, but this is super dramatic for you guys, because basically everyone is cheering your arrival as you pass through the sort of like gate in the river.
Yeah.
And come up towards the docks. There is like hundreds of people again on the docks, all pushing, trying to get a view of the boat coming into dock. There's units of soldiers all around, all sort of holding back the crowd. There is a group of sort of respectable looking guys, all in like brilliant white togas. They've got sort of gold belts and sort of garlands in their hair and stuff.
We're gonna have a toga party.
Yeah, they are sort of like important sort of politicians and leaders and so on within the city that they've come down to see the prince. You would probably instinctively know that. Togas are what rich people wear. That's how they look classy. They've heard the prince is on his way. They've rushed down there.
I lean into the prince. Make a mental note of those faces, boy.
Okay, cool. Hey guys. He sort of like waves, like limply, just hey everybody, and you hear people cheering.
They'll be your closest friends and worst enemies in the coming months.
Feel slightly uncomfortable and very untrustworthy, and I'm just gonna keep a light grip
I'm with
on
you.
the prince's shirt. Under the cloak, I'm just gonna have the back of his shirt like this.
It's okay, we're heroes. Smile.
We need
Yeah,
to put like
you start
baby
enjoy
rings
this
on
day.
the
You
prince.
start hearing like drums beating, doon, 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 and like horns blaring, and like people are celebrating the return of the prince. Ick wants to lead the parade.
Give me a moment.
As you approach the dock, all of us cheering. There is like people are casting spells into the air, like prestidigitation, however the fuck you say that. So like fireworks, low level fireworks exploding overhead.
I do like a sorcerer's burst.
Yeah.
Aiding with it.
Acid, please.
I'm joking.
Acid rain on the crowd.
Jesus Christ! And as you pull up to the dock, you haven't even stopped moving in your little fishing boat. The fisherman is so out of his fucking depth. He's like, oh my god, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. You all jump off of the boat. A couple of the politicians literally grab the prince and haul him onto the dock, and they're all embracing him and stuff. Ick jumps onto the fucking dock, whips out his bagpipe.
And here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, you come out. They grab the prince. They're hugging him. He gets a bit of space. You guys kind of close back in around him. One of the guys down there, pretty old looking guy. He's balding on the top, a little bit grey, but mostly just bald. And he puts his arm around the prince's shoulder. He's like, "Thank goodness you're okay, sire."
Sound like Donald Trump.
Just take it in, wave, enjoy it.
Well, for someone who's so untrustworthy, you are very trusting of these people.
I'm putting on a show. They want to see heroes. Heroes will be wave and smile.
Smile and wave, boy.
I put my hand on my dagger.
I'm there now.
Another sorcerer's burst.
Yeah, but as far as you can see, it's all just happy. People are pleased. You know, the death of a king is a dangerous time. You know, because the prince has disappeared as well. That should be your everything's going to be okay because the prince is going to take over. That's fine, but the prince disappears, so they've kind of been on tenterhooks a bit. Because what is Pancrietities going to do? Is he going to make a grab for power himself, or is he waiting for the prince? It seems like, from what you were told in the river, that he's waited for the prince because he knew he was on his way.
I do not trust that. That's actual.
I'm sure there's a good reason for it.
But at the moment, like I said, party time. There's confetti and streamers and people are still cheering. There's music. Everyone's happy. And as you guys you've left the boat. Few of these important looking guys have embraced the prince, and then they kind of start motioning to some of the soldiers to clear a path up the streets. And you see the soldiers start parting the crowd, and the road opens up to get to the centre, to where the palace is.
Does the prince still have the weapon we gave him?
What, a dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a dagger on him.
Okay, just checking.
They've been practicing. Look! He runs over to a random person in the street.
No on the neck.
No.
Look what they've taught me! Yeah!
I just like to make sure.
Left me, I'll cut you loose.
I've taught you so.
He leans into Rim. He goes, "Don't worry, I'm still packing."
Good.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and you go.
Just a nod of approval.
Yeah, you march through the streets. People throw flowers at your feet. The street, as I said, has now opened up so that you've got a clear path. There's soldiers ahead and behind.
They like to see a hero.
So what
in
he's
arms.
saying is we're completely penned in.
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Honestly, Murder Hobo, the capital.
Right, what was it? Fireball.
Oh wait, no, you're a wild sorcerer. I don't want you casting any magic near me.
Hey, it's only on the off chance I kill everyone around me.
Go over there.
But yeah, there's all the soldiers ahead and behind. There are people ahead of them. So the ones at the front are in a sort of a wedge. So they're moving people away with their shields, and the ones behind are just keeping enclosed. And then there's just soldiers either side, lining the streets, holding people back, and people are trying to climb over. You see kids climbing on people's shoulders, waving, and people, like I said, throwing flowers and stuff. Yeah. All really exciting as you make your way up to the palace.
Well, they immediately put us all in a dungeon.
You march past the palace, straight out of the city gate, and a catapult falls on you. I don't know why they catapulted the catapult at you, but they did.
They used the trebuchet to launch the catapult.
Yes, launch the catapult!
Which was then also loaded so that when they landed, they would then fire their own little projectile.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, they flip
Was
themselves back up,
Was
Robot
it
War style.
Krishnikov, the Krishnikov dolls, is it?
What? Oh, Matryoshka.
Yeah. Like an AK-47 dolls.
This got really dark.
I have a big gun, and inside that gun is a little gun, which fires even smaller guns.
You get to the palace. Everything is kind of going uphill, and you can see looming over the rest of the city is the palace. It's huge, as I said, like the Parthenon. Big columns going around the outside. There's an inner wall, which is painted with murals. It's all brilliantly like red, blue, gold, white paint. There's frieze around the top of the roof, which again shows like scenes of battle and gods and all this dramatic shit that they love. Again, all painted. It's all blue and red. And as you go up the hill,
Is
the road.
Argos still with us, or did he go on ahead?
Yeah, he's with you.
Okay.
Every now and again, you see him like
Collecting his
sort
order.
of slow down to the back of the pack, and he'll mutter something to someone.
Very clever. Well done.
You didn't hear what I said.
No.
But every now and again you see him, and I finished off with collecting his order.
Nice, yeah, because
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I for a second there, I honestly thought that you meant he was just like pissing in jugs because he's a piss agent. Collecting his order.
Oh, no.
Order of piss.
You're sick in the head.
Oh shit, piss! Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I should change the name. Shit. Anyway,
Shit and piss.
yeah, you don't want to know what the shit agency is.
It's going to get dark now.
You go up towards the palace, and the road sort of zigzags up this sort of sheer face of this like big. Although everything's on a hill, it seems like a giant rock has landed in the middle of this where the city is, and they built the palace on top of that. So the road kind of zigzags up the side of that. You get to the top of there, still people chanting and throwing flowers at you and music. So honestly, you're getting to the point where your cheeks really hurt from smiling, your arms getting tired from waving constantly, a little bit deafened by...
Belle gave up
By my
waving as soon
bagpipes.
as-
Absolutely not. My hood is up and over my face.
I'm a bard, I'm here for it. I've changed into my fancy bard clothes.
It's not the first time I've walked through a cheering crowd, so... I stopped waving when we got to the stairs. I was like, yes.
Now you're looking all
That's
stoic.
that done.
Trying to look all stoic, standing by the prince as he's still waving. He's like, oh my god, this is great. Everybody loves me. I am amazing. Yes, that's right.
You fought what?
Shut up!
Remember,
I was present when a bunch of fishmen were killed.
You-
I was there. That's right. I was there when these guys saved a bunch of children. I'm a hero. Yay!
he will learn in time.
From the sounds of that, he's a murderer.
No, I didn't do anything. I watched you insult a man until his brain melted, and you stabbed a guy in cold blood, and you've cut several people in half. These are heroes, everybody.
Cool.
Yes, I did. I take great pride in that swing. That was a bloody good swing.
And eventually you get to the palace, and behind the sort of like front of giant columns, there is a wall on the inside, and a huge, like heavy oak door, which is currently opened. There's a big red like carpet rolling up the centre of the palace. And this is, Belle would know, the kind of like the courtroom, if you like. So this is where the governors and the king hold court. There is a dais at the far end with the throne on it, and then a couple of smaller, fairly fancy looking chairs where all of his advisors and stuff sit.
Can I just do a cheeky perception check?
Yeah. As you enter into the throne room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see if anyone's looking a bit off
Do a
colour,
perception check.
maybe. Fuck all, really. 5.
Yeah, nope.
No.
Everything, you're in this crowd of
Is Pancrietities
excited
there?
people. Oh, as you get into the palace, there's still throngs of people, but they're now all of the like fancy politicians, all guys in togas and fancy clothes and stuff. And they're throwing flowers at the prince's feet, but they're a bit more kind of regal about it, I guess. They're not chanting masses and unwashed
like
peasants or
bowing.
like, oh my god, this is great. They're like, the prince has arrived. Excellent, great, good news. It solves a lot of problems.
Yes,
doesn't it?
this has become a good day now.
Yes.
I can enjoy today.
And as you walk up, and as the soldiers, as you get about halfway in, the soldiers part, and there's a clear line straight to the throne. And standing on the dais at the top is this. He's quite an imposing figure. He's almost as tall as Ick. He's like quite, I was gonna say stocky, but like muscled. You can
he's built.
see the muscles in his
He's built.
arms. Yeah, he's a strong-looking guy, despite looking kind of old. He's got a full head of hair, but it's like silver. He's got a few patches of black left in his grey beard, which covers his whole face, but it's quite short and like well kept. And he has a scar, sort of going from the top of his forehead over his eye, on his left eye. He's this muscle guy. He appears to be wearing like an actual. He's ready for a fight. He's wearing a breastplate and this sort of like pleated kilt. He has a sword at his side, a little short sword.
Is he dressed as a Roman? That's Spartan.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Pancreatitis.
Pancrietities.
I also need to stress I do know the difference between a Roman and a Spartan.
Good.
Not that bad of a historian.
Yeah. Pancrietities standing next to the throne kind of turns and it's really theatrical, like he's like, oh my god, you're here, kind of thing. Like he didn't somehow know that all of this was happening. But he kind of dramatically turns and is like, my boy! And he steps down from the dais, hands raised in the air, and like starts to openly like weep in front of all of these people as the prince comes up, still waving. He turns and Pancrietities claps his arms around him and like fully embraces him.
How hard did he have to bite his tongue to openly weep?
I'm full on like out in the open, rolling my eyes. I'm like,
This fucking guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, he embraces the prince and then sort of releases the prince and then one hand behind his back, one hand in the air, and sort of like gesturing so that people can see the prince, like they didn't know he was already there. Just like, he's here, he's alive, our king has returned.
I lean into Belle and I'm like, this is the guy you work for?
This is the guy who I want to be king.
Why? He seems like a douche.
Wait for the nobles to leave.
Yeah, he sort of really pandering to the crowd. Just like waving his hand in the air so that everyone can see the prince. He's like, Colostinaides has returned! The prince has come back to claim his birthright!
Bell summons a slave. Slave? Servant?
Jesus.
Wine
Let's
carrier?
pretend that...
I would imagine that there's some sort of...
There's definitely servants. They're well paid. There's a respected position.
No, it's not.
Slavery's bad, guys.
It's ancient Greece. They probably did actually
Yeah,
have
but
slaves.
let's gloss over that. Let's whitewash the history. Everything's cool.
Let's Disney this.
Yeah, we live in a world where people can use spells to magic up automatons. We don't need slaves. Everyone has magic hands. Mage hands, that's what they call
Mage
it.
hands.
Up in there.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Bell summons a wine carrier.
How can I help?
It's a celebration, is it not? And why is my hand empty?
He puts his hand in your hand.
He gets his dick out. Just flops it into your palm.
something ancient Greece.
Maybe like now's not the time for this.
Me behind that curtain.
I will just have a
You
general
give me some fucking wine.
You just, and your eyes meet. Just stare each other out.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yes, everything goes kind of fuzzy and pink around the edges. Ew.
Right, gets his dick out. I'm just making a note.
Flops it in palm of
Alex
neck.
is like, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable.
Look, what you do behind closed curtains is not my problem.
What you
It's
do
what-
behind white pillars is your business.
It's what you do on the ice hockey court. My problem.
Hey, don't bring that up!
Matt will edit it out, don't worry.
What?
Look, ice hockey romances are very good, okay?
What?
It's a bit like,
I'll leave you to a little Canadian fascist. It's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
just like chick lit novels, but they're set.
Oh,
around ice hockey
okay,
players.
right. I thought it was like a Mighty Ducks reference or something.
No,
I've
but
not
I
seen
love that film.
What about Airbuds?
Is
Airbuds?
that the dog one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
It's the
because I'm a
Airbuds, isn't
grown
it?
up. Look, you're like 900 years younger than the rest of us. so
900! Oh,
That's your
mate.
generation.
It's like max 5.
I could see you were going to go for a bigger number, but then thought, no,
I think
let's
Matthew's-
try to be nice.
Matthew's maybe 10 years older than you.
Fuck off.
She's 27.
Fuck off!
How old are you?
Fuck off!
Are you
feeling emasculated there, old man?
Oh, just old. My back hurts.
My knees ache.
Everything scares me outside.
Your knees started clicking on the stairs when you were like 17, so...
Yeah.
That's what hockey does to you, man.
Yeah, right. Guess what being a freaking athlete does? Ruins you. You're in your
Sorry,
prime
I
for like
thought you
5
called
years.
yourself an athlete for a minute and it just made me laugh.
And that gap is even smaller with like professional video gamers.
To
Like
his
your
credit,
prime is like
he was
max
an
of 4
athlete.
years
He's
before you
played
start to
camp.
lose your edge on like
I'm wondering what
reactions.
the prime is for like Olympic skateboarders because I don't know if you watched the skateboarding in the
It's
Olympics.
so good. I used to go
They're
to
like
the...
12. I
Yeah.
think the one that won was like 14 or
Yeah.
something.
The girls
It was
are
like-
really good as well.
There was
Really
one
Yeah.
guy that looked pretty good, but he was about 60.
I think
It
her
was the
name's
British
Sky
guy.
Brown.
Yeah, Sky Brown.
She's so
I
good.
went to the UK...
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I used to go to the UK skateboarding championships at Ali Pali to watch, not to take part.
Oh,
And
shit.
I know, I wish though. And the girls there used to be fucking phenomenal. Like it was so good. You just felt like you were amongst. And then one year they coincided it with the Warp Tour, so I got to do the Warp Tour. And
Oh wow, so you were literally at a Blink 182 video.
No, they weren't there. It was like
Oh, busted. You summon the wine carrier, he puts his dick in your hand, then he gets you some wine. And yeah, at
Hi.
that, all of the servants start coming in and they start offering wine and, I don't know, grapes,
Oh, that's some
Fine,
great.
lamb kebabs. I don't know what they're supposed to be eating in the courtroom. And yeah, everyone starts partying again. It's not as raucous as outside. It's more like everyone's
Refined.
excitedly talking to each other. Like, oh, this is
my bagpipes. I get my bagpipes out and play Scotland the Brave, which I won't treat you to right now.
Aw.
Because I don't know it.
Yeah, fair enough. And then yeah, the Pancrietities stays with his arm around the prince, just like waving and like gesturing to various people in togas or there are some guys there that are still in like military dress.
My lord, mayhaps it would be best if we let the nobles continue the party on their own. There is stuff that we need to discuss.
Oh yeah, I'm really tired. Pancrietities turns to you and claps a hand on your shoulder. You brought him back. You did so well.
I did no more nor no less than I was ordered to.
Since Carl's character went all medieval, all of a sudden he's such a mayhaps in there.
Mayhaps!
He claps a hand on your shoulder. He's like, you brought him back. You've done so well.
I kneel.
And he picks you up and he pulls you in and embraces you, claps you on the back, stands back, and then like a lot of people are like looking at this, and he stands back and he salutes you. Belcephalus, you have done the nation of Pantheon an incredible feat.
It's not relevant to you.
Writing fucking
Passing notes in
about
class.
the teacher.
Well, I didn't want to talk over you.
And Belle's face goes like beetroot red.
Yeah.
Where's our thank you? We didn't get a thank you. He's taking all the
there.
fucking glory. Fuck you.
No, you. He picks Belcephalus up and he salutes Belcephalus, and you see
He picked you up.
initially the yeah.
Well, because I now
What was that? I don't want to know what that was.
Upsetting.
I'm like a little baby. Like
He's just got him like a baby tickling his belly.
Okay. He hands on your shoulders, helps you to rise,
he bids me to
claps
stay.
you on the back,
Picks him up under the
stands back, he salutes. The other guys that are in the crowd that are all wearing military gear, they all immediately salute. And then all of the sort of like older guys, all the politicians and stuff, they all start realising, and there's like the hubbub dies as people start saluting you guys.
Me and Ick do a really sarcastic salute. We're like,
Well, immediately after
for a
this.
male manager that doesn't give you any credit and just takes it all from you. That's yeah.
Immediately after their sarcastic salute, Belle turns to them and salutes them.
Yeah, you see the
Not
crowd.
your fucking salute.
You see people in the crowd that were all focused on Belcephalus. They turn to you guys and they maintain the salute and like look at you guys, hold eye contact.
We just go.
And they all kind of like lower their hands like,
Okay.
okay, yeah, well, guys. So they go back to their
I
talking.
just sort of.
You
We're
gotta
the cool
go.
kids at the back of the class at this point.
Yeah,
We're like,
well,
no one gives a shit about what we're doing, so.
Oh, I guess I knew what that was called. The wrist clit slap thing in the early noughties.
Finger slap.
The fingers.
Fucking yeah!
I can't do that.
It's gonna fall.
Yes!
Fuck yeah!
Apparently, Alex used to be a G.
Yeah, you know
Really
what? I
hurts.
don't know if it's a child thing, but shit like that. She was just listening like yeet, which I've never heard anyone just say in
Yeet.
conversation without
Oh, no.
being like facetious. I'm gonna yeet. Is
Yeah.
I got
a
yeet.
direct quote. I'm
You
gonna
have
yeet.
to edit that out.
They all salute you, and then you guys do your stupid.
I like just nod my head like respectfully.
They start applauding, and then they all start chattering again, and the hubbub rises back to where it was.
No one's interested in us at all.
I know. I'm gonna have to.
Pancrietities claps a hand on your back. I'm incredibly interested in the heroes that brought my nephew back to the palace. You've done so well, I feared the worst.
I step forward and go, Captain of the Nine.
He shakes
Take
your
it to the
hand.
grave.
The 9 Hells. It sounds like an impressive ship.
Absolutely. Crew upwards of 70.
70?
Yeah.
That's a very large ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out he needs some money to rebuild the whole thing from scratch.
Oh no, did something happen?
Yeah, actually, if you're looking.
Misplaced it.
I did. We actually went to the Nine Hells in the Nine Hells and it burnt.
That's insane. You are.
Even Belcephalus has like pulled up a chair.
Everyone goes
jaws
quiet. Everyone just leans in.
I sit down.
I feel like you need to
I
roll
lean
like
forward.
persuasion, or is it like one for acting?
Performance.
Performance.
Yeah.
You have to roll something, surely.
Yeah, make a performance check because
Oh.
the whole room goes silent.
Can I do deception?
Yeah, you can hear
I feel
everyone
like
lean
I'm just
in.
like
You hear an
leaning on a
audible
pillar.
creak of everyone's spines going. Huh?
I feel like I'm just leaning on a pillar with like, you know, like resting like 1 foot up on it, that I've got a knee bent back on the pillar, and I'm just like,
12.
this could be good.
You see some people like sort of counting up on their fingers like, 9 Hells, they went to the 9, they burned this shit. That doesn't make any sense. But most people are like, oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
What a
Have
crock of
I
shit.
got to do like a charisma saving throw? To see if I actually believe this.
I think you make an insight check.
Oh, what if I give Bardic Inspo?
Yeah, you can give Bardic Inspiration.
me?
I'll let you do it. Yeah. As she sits down on the dais, like one
One
knee up, and starts telling a story. You get your bagpipe out and start playing a light like.
So do I add a D? What do I
I play
add
high
to
and laddie.
the, what do I add to the deception check then?
It's a D6. isn't it?
D6. Yeah,
The Halen laddie.
2.
cool. So 14. Yeah.
14?
Yeah, people are quite like into this. They're listening to you tell your story of your ship in the 9 Hells.
I look really like. I'm just like.
I'm gonna sit on the floor and cross my legs against
The
the
lights
pillar.
go down, a spotlight goes on you,
Yeah.
you light a cigarette.
There was.
Oh, don't talk about cigarette.
It was a dark and stormy evening, and in the distance, a crack in the cliff face.
So
We did not fear us on the 9 Hells. We proceeded. Crazy shit happened.
Oh shit, sorry.
Lots of detail about the cliff face, and then when you get to the 9 Hells, loads of stuff happened.
So much happened. Burnt shit.
We saw some devils. It was great.
Wow! Isn't my mum a
Little
devil?
tomato.
I was just seeing my mum. What they don't know is I was just on like a home call. No, it definitely wasn't in the night.
It didn't actually happen though, did it? Because your boat doesn't exist. So you can go into as much detail as you want, and no one's ever gonna know because there's no.
I like
record
the
of it.
vague, some stuff happened, and now my boat's gone.
They're like, well, this story was shit.
It was like
Rather uneventful.
well,
I really thought a story about you sailing to the 9 Hells and your ship being destroyed was going to be way more dramatic, but never mind.
Ick yells from his post, tell us what happened!
it was kind of like a log flume. And it was...
Briar Rabbit ride at Disney. I hurt myself because I was trying to swallow my Pepsi so quickly.
I hated that bloody
It
fucking
was
ride.
fucking ropey as shit.
So much fire, so many lost souls surrounding our ship.
And this is how you lost your crew, yes?
I didn't lose them.
You told me on the beach that you had lost crewmen.
No, I didn't say I lost them. I said they were with the ship being rebuilt.
Said that you had lost crewmen. You put a hand on my shoulder as I was crying.
Lala, tell the story!
Yeah, come on, man.
I lost,
Shut up, Bellenderus.
Yeah, that's gonna stick.
but yes, very eventful, very fun. Found your prince.
And that's where we'll end the episode.
I think Riv needs to go to therapy.
It was the way that you were telling the story. You sort of did it in like this grandiose way, but with and so much commitment, but like no story.
I will get my karma for this, and that's okay. I've dug a hole.
No, don't worry, I'm going to buy you a boat. I'll buy you a new boat. I thought your boat was being repaired, but it's
I
okay.
knew I liked this kid. I knew I liked
There's
him.
a reason.
There's
Yeah,
a
to
reason
save
I
that
kept
for the
him
next
around.
episode, surely.
Yeah, that'll be next episode.
Right, so
New
we'll
boat.
let you.
Yeah, thank you all for listening. I guess now that we're finished, go and rethink your lives and listen to something better.
You're gonna tell yourselves this is why I shouldn't follow through with my podcast idea.
It's really hard.
You can do anything you want to do.
Just not necessarily very well.
That preach. It's just not like Martha Stewart levels of.
Yes.
We watched the Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix last night, and it gave me a full-on panic attack.
Thank you all for listening. Like, subscribe, and rate, and so on. All the various shit we're
Share.
supposed to say. Share. Tell everybody about this crap. It's fun. It's funny. I've got to stop insulting.
Come laugh at us. We don't take ourselves seriously.
Yeah, we
you
don't
can
take
come
ourselves
to-
seriously, and you
Everybody
shouldn't
come
either.
to a live recording. We're not famous yet, so we can't charge for it. So it'll just be everyone cramming into my mum's kitchen.
When we have suitable space, we will, I think, maybe start recording the episodes with a camera, and then we can YouTube. But this is like going to be way down the line, I guess.
Yeah, that feels like Patreon stuff. Everyone like and subscribe. We're coming up with all these ideas for Patreon shit we could do. So everyone make us popular so that we can charge you for stuff.
Well, it's just
It'll
that
be good quality stuff. It'll be the offcuts from this.
most podcasts to get, like, if you take Simon Whistler for example,
Don't know who that is.
he records his podcast, and it is literally just his YouTube video turned it into a podcast, but they put it on both platforms.
Yeah,
because
Dimension
then
20 do that.
you have
They're a much better production than we are.
then you have income from
They
both.
have the whole
But
of Dropout behind them.
One day, my
but-
dream is to have Brian Murphy and Brendan Lee Monaghan sue us for copyright.
I'll gladly pay it because it means they know we exist,
Exactly.
and that's good enough.
I want them to hate me so they know I'm alive.
my point is, when we have the time, the space, and the money that we can set up a proper space, we'll be able to record these on camera, and then we'll be able to, because if you get enough views on YouTube, you then get ads, and then you actually make quite a lot of
revenue
money.
stream.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, do that.
You only need like 500 subscribers to be able to start collecting ad revenue.
We can do that.
Yeah,
We know 500 people between us, right?
people will.
Max too.
The three of us do the
I
same
think if
people.
you're just putting the podcast on YouTube and you can't see any of us or how we're interacting, I don't think you'll.
I'm gonna get.
people
won't get
will
near
I'm
just-
gonna get Ruth to animate it.
You could, and I have a graphics tablet.
What else is there? Oh,
That's it.
help me to beat my wife at charity stuff. I'm doing my marathon thing in probably about 8 months, I suppose, at time of recording. I've raised £260 so far, which is not
Well
bad.
done, that's good.
Bear in mind, I put no effort in.
And it's
Like-
Christmas.
Yeah, Ruth's raised about 800 quid. So I'll put a link in the show notes. It's for Alzheimer's Society. I think you know what they do. It's pretty
They help
self-explanatory.
people like our granddad who are suffering from dementia and the people that support them
Yeah, like me.
and Alzheimer's. Yeah, like us.
Yeah. So
Just do a good thing.
do a good thing.
Do a good thing. Give us money.
Yeah.
No,
No, give charity
give
money.
charity money.
When I've done my run, you can start giving us money.
Oh, are we not a charity case?
Anyway.
We need to edit that. Yeah, no, it's and it's only what you can afford. If you can only afford to give a penny, but everything makes a difference.
Yeah, I appreciate that the world's fucked and no one has any money. But that's why we need to support charities. If you're not going to give it to the charity that I'm doing stuff for, give it to a different charity. There's loads out there. Bye, everybody! Bye!
Looks good.
Never gonna
My
give
name's
you
Matt.
up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and...
Desert you.
Anyway, Osmosis Jones, I'm pretty certain, is the film I saw on the plane to Florida once
Yes.
upon a time. And I never heard anything about it again. I believe there was a Cartoon Network series.
He was
or
on
something.
like the magazine and shit for the Virgin Kids Club, wasn't he? Like there was
Probably.
he was throughout that. There was Osmosis Jones, and then there was some weird movie about a fish.
Help my fish.
I
Yes,
love that
it was
film.
Help I'm a Fish.
Yeah.
I'm a
Did they show it on the
little
plane when you went as well?
fish in the deep blue sea.
No, we had to put up with Happy Feet.
Oh, I like Happy Feet.
Happy Feet was good, but like when there's nothing else on TV and you're forced to watch it for fucking 9 hours.
It's
Oh,
one of
it's
my favourite
Billy
films.
came
It's
out of her
such
show.
It's such a good film.
The best film about a fish I've ever seen is Ponyo.
There's cheese on the floor.